The more stressed you are, the lower your testosterone levels are going to be, which means the harder it's going to be to build up lean muscle, metabolize fat cells, and actually drop stubborn fat and just feel the way that you want to feel. So if we're going to get you healthy, we have to address your stress levels and how to get you back on the right track. Let's dive in. My name is Montel Harden, personal trainer, strength and conditioning, and sports nutrition coach since 2017. Over that time, we've worked with over 500 men, helping them get in the absolute best shape of their lives, even with crazy demanding schedules, kids, businesses, travel, and all of the different things that typically throw us off our game and our health. And one big thing that I didn't understand when I first started, but now I do 7+ years later, is that you can only stay as consistent in your health as your ability to manage your stress. And once it hits a boiling point, there's almost no way that you're going to be able to consistently go work out, hit the gym, eat the right things, prioritize your sleep. So eventually your literal cortisol levels have to be dealt with in order for us to get you to where you need to be. Before we dive in, I actually send out insights, strategies, guides every single week straight to your inbox. That way, if you want quick little tips and reminders as you're going through your week, you'll be able to have them straight to your inbox multiple times every single morning. If you want those, click the second link down in the description below. Go sign up for that. And then as soon as you do that, come back here. All right, first, let's understand the link between stress and testosterone. Our bodies are going to respond to stress by secreting a hormone called cortisol. Cortisol is extremely useful in short bursts. It really gets a bad rap if you've heard about it before, but cortisol is actually very beneficial and something that's essential for the human body. For example, if you're dealing with a life-threatening situation, if you are on a mountain and you're doing like some crazy hike and you need to be super alert and aware and your movements need to be sharp and precise, cortisol is great for that. But when it's in a constant and chronic state of elevation, cortisol is a bad thing. When cortisol is high, testosterone gets suppressed. It's essentially like a seesaw. The higher your cortisol, the lower the testosterone. And then obviously it's the inverse. When our testosterone is at a healthy place, your cortisol is naturally going to be lowered. This is going to have a huge impact on your sleep, your mood, your recovery, your muscle growth. Basically everything required to actually get your body healthy, it's going to stand in the way of. So let's dig into actionable strategies to actually improve here. First off is the optimization of environment. Like, what environment are you continuously in inside your office, inside your workday, inside your house? What is your environment like? You want to try to reduce noise pollution as much as you can. Noise canceling headphones, playing calmer music, doing some soundproofing, whatever your scenario is. If you're just constantly bombarded with racket and noise 24/7, it might be something that keeps your stress levels elevated. It inhibits your ability to think clearly and have that mental clarity that you need to actually calm down and relax. So it might be something worth looking into if that's where you are. Next is going to be blue light reduction after sunset. I am moderately convinced that the health ailments that plague so many of us have to do with the fact that we don't naturally wake up and go to sleep on the sun's clock. We are up and at it way before the sun comes up. And a lot of times we're lounging and we're up and we're doing whatever way after the sun goes down. And it really shouldn't be like that. Blue light exposure, especially late into the evening, is basically like telling your body that it's still daytime, which is going to severely inhibit your body's ability to regulate its cortisol and melatonin. So basically, melatonin tells you that it's about time to go to sleep, it's time to start winding down. It's not going to be produced. As a result, your body will increase its cortisol levels to keep you awake, because it's essentially like an evolutionary signal that it's like, hey, I know it's nighttime, but it's not safe for us to go to sleep right now, which is why that cortisol, that survival hormone, elevates. Best things that you can do if you have a TV or a laptop or a phone that you're on late into the night, just turn that true tone on or have red lights in the room or something that allows you to get away from that blue light that your body recognizes as sunlight in daytime. That way you can actually start winding down and have that melatonin secretion not interrupted by those lights. Speaking of lights, we also need a lot more real natural sunlight exposure throughout the day. Preferably, as soon as you get up, you want to be making a beeline outside. You want to get outside, take a quick 10-minute walk, actually get the sunlight and the fresh air on your body, through your eyes. I know this sounds woo-woo, but it's great for regulating your cortisol levels. Stress levels immediately go down as soon as you step foot outdoors and in direct sunlight. Vitamin D, which obviously we get from the sun, is key for testosterone health. And it's just a great way to regulate your circadian rhythm. You wake up and with 15 to 20 minutes of getting up, you're in direct sunlight. that sets your clock throughout the whole day. And as the sun starts winding down, you're gonna naturally have a tail off in energy that was maintained all throughout the day. Then next, I want to dive into the power of adaptogens for stress and testosterone management. Adaptogens are basically just herbs, and I want to dive into some that actually help your body mitigate stress and clear the pathway for that optimized testosterone production. First is going to be ashwagandha. It has a very calming effect on the nervous system. Studies have also shown a big increase in male fertility and just overall testosterone health, libido, drive. A daily dose is somewhere between 300 to 600 milligrams per day. Play with it just to see how you feel specifically. Can be very effective for reducing your stress, helping you mellow out a little bit in a natural way. The next is going to be rhodiola rosea. This is going to improve your mental endurance and reduce that mental fatigue we get throughout the day, especially if you do a lot of brain work, you're doing projects, you're in Zoom meetings, you're creating reports. These are all things that can be very mentally taxing. It can kind of drain us and spike up that cortisol. You also get a big energizing boost. So taking it first thing in the morning, similar to caffeine, would be a perfect time to add this in. And then even how you work can impact your cortisol levels and your testosterone health. One of the best things that you can do is kind of box yourself into 90-minute blocks that are broken up and interrupted by getting up, moving around, eating a nutritious meal, getting a protein shake in, chugging some water, something that adds to your physical health, something that gets you moving, gets you active. So if you have the type of schedule and workflow that allows for that, break your day up into 4 or 5 90-minute blocks. You're gonna do this 90 minutes, and then you take a break and you do XYZ. Something for your health, something for your mental clarity, something for just like a recharge. And then you go back into another 90-minute bout. Do it again, another 90-minute bout. I think you'll find that if you will actually adhere to this level of separation and give your body that recharge that it needs, you don't find yourself stressed out trying to plow through work for the 4th, 6th, 7th consecutive hour with no break, because you've given your brain and you've given your body the opportunity to kind of reset and kind of restore some energy. And that's going to help your stress levels as well, because you're probably going to finish stuff a lot sooner. You're probably going to be able to organize things much better because you're able to time block your day. And it's something that's just going to be great for helping you go through the day a little bit more calm and clear. And last but not least, on the nutrition side of things, you definitely want to implement magnesium-rich foods into your diet. Magnesium is the anti-stress mineral. It's great for not only the mental stress inside your body, but it's also great for helping your actual physical body recover and de-stress. So if you went to the gym and you really went after it and you tore your muscles down, you need a way to build that back up. And magnesium-rich foods and magnesium glycinate supplementation is a great way to do that, along with helping you sleep better, helping you recover better. It's just one of the best things that you can consume. Foods like leafy greens, pumpkin seeds, almonds, dark chocolate, all amazing options to get that magnesium in. And even supplementing in addition to that with magnesium glycinate right before bed can get you some of the best sleep you've ever had, and it's going to be super healthy for you. You also want healthy fats and cholesterol-rich foods. I know your doctor or popular science or whatever has probably been telling you that cholesterol is a bad thing, cholesterol is the enemy, but hormones, testosterone specifically, run on cholesterol. See, there's a big discrepancy in what modern medicine tells you versus how the body actually works in a lot of different regards. Cholesterol is a precursor to testosterone, and the cholesterol consumed through food usually does not have any impact cholesterol inside our body. It's just like fats consumed through food versus fat in our body. Eating more fats does not make you fat. Eating more cholesterol does not increase your bad cholesterol. Low quality food increases the bad cholesterol. But the cholesterol that you're going to get from whole eggs, fatty fish, avocado, all amazing for you and something that you should be doing daily. And then lastly, let's knock it off with the caffeine. Let's stop with the big mugs of coffee like this. You need to have maybe 6 to 12 ounces of coffee in general every single day. It's energy drinks. You probably want to lean away from those in general. The more additives and stuff in there is just getting you further from where you want to be. So I'd lean away from those types of energy drinks altogether. Have a morning coffee every single morning, but try to make sure to cut it off by maybe 10 a.m. at the absolute latest. And try to keep yourself between 100 to 300 milligrams of caffeine throughout the day, because caffeine has a long life inside the body, and you might drink your last cup at 12 p.m. But if you have 500 milligrams of it, there's almost no way that your body's not still wired by 7, 8, 9 o'clock. And now when you typically would be winding down and you'd be starting to get that melatonin secretion, because that caffeine is so high in the body, your body's gonna blunt that melatonin secretion, and it's actually going to up that cortisol secretion because it needs you to stay awake. So you got a lot of things going on in the body where caffeine can inhibit it if we're overdoing it. All right, so those are my top strategies for managing your stress and improving your testosterone levels outside of just the basics. We all know that you should get up and work out and exercise, and you should get good sleep and but I think we all know those things. I've probably talked about those things a million times, and I'm not trying to belittle them at all, because those are the foundations for how you're going to get your body healthy and manage your stress better and eventually lower it. But there is always a little bit more to the puzzle, and I wanted to dive in a little bit deeper into some specifics this time around. If this was valuable for you and you are like, man, you know what? I have been dealing with, high stress, and I've been trying to figure out how to implement better, healthier habits into my life, even though I travel all the time for work, even though I have a newborn, even though we're in the middle of a big move, even though I'm pushing for this promotion, even though I'm trying to build this business and this brand. Stressful times are going to come in waves throughout your life. You cannot let yourself get in terrible shape every time they come up. The better strategy is having implementations in place that help you manage your stress. Use your health, use your fitness, use your diet, use your training as a way to mitigate stress in your life. And it's going to be easy to stay in great shape no matter what's going on. If that's you and it sounds like what you want and need, click the first link down in the description. Take our transformation quiz. We'll get a great feel for what you got going on, what your goals are, and what you've been struggling with. And we'll create a fully customized transformation assessment that walks through exactly how we'll get you from where you are now to in the best shape of your life and stress free no matter what's going on in your life, because you'll be able to handle stress so much better in a healthier, fitter body and mind. So that's it. That's all. Make sure to like, subscribe, and turn notifications on so that you don't miss any more uploads going forward. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.